Problematic Podcast, the worst advice show ever. This is not for losers and whiners looking for an answer to their problems or perceived problems. This is a talk show for thinking outside the box, trying a new route, using common sense, getting things done, not following the rules, and definitely not being a cookie cutter.
And Mr. Riffraff, Dale D'Antoni, the Pastel Prince. And you're listening to The Problem Addict, the worst advice show ever. Dance right.
You guys. Are you kidding? Well, you guys are out there supporting me, buying the shirts. You guys are buying shirts? That's so fucking cool, dude. Ugh. That's great. You guys are telling your friends you're buying shirts? I feel like that was which old lady was that? Where she's like, you guys like me. You like me a lot. During her acceptance speech. I feel accepted. You guys are great. Damn, dude. That's a little bit about me. All right, couple fun facts. Number one is that I love green gum. I love spearmint only. And I love what I'm going to call the problem squadron. You guys. Thanks for tuning in to both parts of the Doug Dalton saga. There will be a third. We're just going to let it marinate a little bit, all right? We're going to let the guy get to know his dad, and then we'll bother him. That's going to be ongoing. And I will accept a lot of people are saying we're going to get you the Pulitzer. I go, what's a Pulitzer? And then I go like this, oh, Pulitzer, what is that? Is that what the guy said to the other guy when he to pull my Pulitzer, pull my finger? Is that a fart joke? Is that a joke at all? Who knows anymore, right? Which way's up? Beautiful episode right here. Coming up, the wonderful, the illustrious Dusti Rhodes. Not a big deal. Psych. Big deal. Big fucking deal. Which people never say big fucking deal as an exciting thing. They always say it sarcastically. Because it's almost like nothing would ever be that good. Well, this is that good. So do this. Sit down. Buckle your belt. Strap on your shoes. And enjoy Dusti Rhodes.
The only thing I left out was JFK.
Oh!
But
dude.
We've always talked about
that, which is a weird basis for a friendship.
Yeah.
For us to just always that's one of our touchstones. I told you
about my, when I was in middle school, like the project I did that my parents got called home for.
No, wait, what?
So when I was in middle school, I was in GT. And so our English and history classes were combined, and we had to do a project for the history fair. And I had watched JFK, the Oliver Stone movie.
Oh my God, I already know where this is going.
I was obsessed. I was obsessed with Kevin Costner as a kid.
Yeah.
Like the JFK documentary, I didn't even know at that time about anything about JFK. I just loved Kevin Costner, and I watched everything he ever did. Somebody got me that movie for my birthday. And I remember my parents being like, you can't watch this unless we're at home. And they went out one night and I watched it on my own. I was like, I just want to watch it because I couldn't watch it and I wanted to watch it. And that movie is, Oliver Stone has a lot of interesting theories about what happened. Yes. But I watched it. Yeah. And then I proceeded into this like history fair project where I talked about the second gunman, the magic bullet theory.
Oh my God.
That was, and the thing is they would just kind of leave you to your own devices. So no one like,
my God.
I was just, they were like, Dusty, what are you doing your project over? And I was like, John F. Kennedy. I don't even think I said the assassination. I just said John F. Kennedy. And they were like, okay. And I was like, okay. So then, like, you know, it's getting closer to History Fair Day. And they were like, Dusty, what do you need for your project? I had the trifold. I'm like, I'm going to need 4 chairs. And
oh, I already know.
One of my teachers were like, why do you need 4 chairs? And I was like, well, I need, you know, I had everything else. I think I used a baseball bat for like that.
Oh, for the bullet trajectory?
Yeah, where I was just like, I need 4 chairs. And they were like, what? So my teacher, the history side of the teacher was like, Dusty, can you show me your project? I was like, yeah, it's not really done, but okay, like if you want to see it. So I show him like what I have, and I have him the 4 chairs, and I'm like, you can interact with this. I was all proud.
Oh, right,
like,
yeah.
Pick any chair. Pick any chair. You get to pick who you want to be. Like, I'm a kid. I don't know how fucked up it is.
Yeah, right.
Like, I think this is factually accurate.
Right.
So I'm like, and he chooses, and then I do the thing. And I can only imagine poor Mr. Sterletsky, my teacher at the time, just sitting in one of those chairs, just being like, this bitch is crazy.
Sitting there like,
Yeah.
as Jackie O.
Yeah, right?
Just like, oh.
Well, I'm like, and I show it. So he calls my parents, and he's like, hey, I think you need to talk to Dusty about our project. I don't know if it's okay.
God.
And like, and the thing is I had worked really hard, and I'm a stubborn kid.
Yeah.
So I was really mad. Like, my parents were like, Dusty, Dawn, we need to talk to you. And I was like, I'm not changing all of this. I've changed it at the last minute. I did a lot of research. It's not my fault. And they're just like, yeah. And by that I mean, I watched that movie lots.
Oh my God. I imagined going to a park and talking to an CIA operative.
Oh, there was that summer. I remember we were so we would drive to Wisconsin every year because that's where my family's from.
Respect.
And we would go through Dallas. We're driving through downtown Dallas. We stop at a light, and this is me. I'm like, oh my God. And I get out of the car. I jump out of the car at this intersection because it's the grassy knoll.
Yeah.
And I just run across the street, and I'm like, take a picture. Like, I'm like, I don't know, 14, whatever.
Oh my God.
And it's like so weird because it's all like, now I'm thinking back and I'm like, it's like, imagine a kid being like, take a picture of me at like 9/11. Like, you know, it's like, you don't do, this is sad.
Yeah.
But I'm a kid and I don't get it. And I'm just like, this is what I learned about. Like, take a picture of me. I'm at the grassy knoll.
Here.
Oh my God. And my parents are just like, I'm like, can we go to the book suppository? Like, I want to, why are we leaving Dallas so quickly? And my parents are like, please get in the car. All of us think, everyone here thinks you're crazy. And I was like, I don't think I am. I think I'm onto something.
I think, What if they were like, well, what preparation have you done for this project? And you're like, look, I've been nailing my Louisiana accent. All right. I've been practicing what it looks like to do
you guys know about
poppers.
Tommy Lee Jones? He's great.
Oh yeah, remember that was so.
There was
I'll
that
never
weird
forget
scene
that.
about where there's that weird like homosexual sex scene where they're all in gold
and silver. They're like all like
and like I think like there's a lot of weird shit in that documentary. I'm sorry, movie. Sorry.
Dude, Oliver Stone would be so happy to hear you say that, dude. That's all he
What's crazy
wanted.
is like Oliver Stone. You know they did this thing where they actually did a live trial of Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh, really?
And put him on trial. And Oliver Stone wrote the book about it. And the book is already like thousands of pages long. But the book came with a DVD where there was like extra thousands of pages that you could read.
Edit yourself, Ollie.
Yeah, where it's like, Ollie, it's so good. Yeah, but he like truly believes that Lee Harvey Oswald is innocent. And now I look back at it, I'm like, come on, bro.
So does he believe that he didn't shoot at all? Is that what he thinks?
No, yes, but second gunman. And thinks that he shouldn't be tried for it because he was driven to do it. He doesn't think that he should have been like accused as harshly as he was accused of because he's like, he was put up to this, number one. Also, there were other people involved. But like Oliver Stone. But great movie. The movie's actually really good.
That's the thing is like, do not get bogged down in what we're going to call the truth.
Yeah.
All right. Just enjoy the movie. It's such a good movie. It's so well made.
It's a great, like, I agree. Kevin Costner, great in it.
Dude. And also Pesci.
Yes.
As David Ferry.
Pesci's in it. And so is Tommy Lee Jones is in it.
Kevin Bacon.
There's so
Speaking of bacon, John Candy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's so many. Like, it's a great cast.
Yeah.
And think about all those people. Like, I'm like, were you on board with this? Like, were
Right.
those actors like, yeah, we agree, or were they like, oh, I just want to get paid?
1,000% they were on board.
Yeah.
Just because they didn't give a shit.
Yeah, they were just like, it
"Oh."
doesn't matter. Like, I did, when I was in college, I wrote for like the U of H paper, and the Amityville horror movie came out with like
yeah.
Ryan Reynolds and all this.
Yeah.
And I got sent to LA to see the preview and interview all the actors in that movie.
Whoa.
Like Ryan Reynolds and the woman that was the lead actor. I don't remember her name. But all these people, it was insane. They put me up in this like expensive Hollywood hotel. It was crazy. Like the first night I was there, you went and watched the movie. And when you came back, they actually get entry into your hotel. So when I came back from that, and like in the Amityville horror, one of the things that happened is like the letters on the fridge like spelled out something terrible.
Yeah.
So when you get back, you go into your hotel room, and there's like magnetic letters on the mirror.
What?
And they leave like this teddy bear that was like a thing. It was really like they did it really well. We're like the studio like was like, we're all about this, and it was great. And also like hung out in like that night I got to the hotel. I never like the hotel, they give you a voucher. They're like, go hang out in the bar at the hotel. So I'm like in college.
Love a
I'm
good
like,
voucher, dude.
hanging out. I saw Method Man and Redman, but they're like, don't talk to them because like they don't like. You're at the hotel, be cool. The next morning, I saw like Billy Corgan in the like
What?
I saw Billy Corgan in like the like a lobby. But you're told like don't approach celebrities because it's at the Four Seasons in Los Angeles, and they don't want you to approach celebrities. Because the reason those celebrities stay at the hotels is they know that they won't be bothered.
Right.
But you're sitting and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Like, that's the person. But it was like, but I remember talking to those celebrities about the movie because the producers are, trying to sell the movie. And they're like,
of course.
Yeah, that movie's crazy. And also, like, while we're filming it, I can't tell you the number of times I would just randomly wake up at 3 a.m. Because that was like a key point in the movie. Is like he would wake up at 3 a.m. to kill people. And you're like, all right. And then you ask.
Oh my God.
We all asked, like Ryan Reynolds, I forget the woman that was in the movie, but we asked them and they're like, yeah, I don't really believe in that stuff. And I'm just like, thank you for being cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, thank you for not being lame. But that's how I was like, I wonder about that JFK movie. If like they were.
Oh, they were just like, here's the thing. Kevin, if anybody believed it, Kevin Costner did, because he just got, was that guy.
Yeah, he's like, I get it. He's like, this probably happened. Oliver Stone and I are like,
I can't sleep. I've been asleep for 34 years.
You did have a great accent.
Well, it's a great accent if you've never been to Louisiana and you're a fan of comic books.
Yeah, you're no Matthew McConaughey, sir.
Yeah, how dare you? It was like pretty comic-y though, right? It was
it was very. But it's almost like that's what people always say about the guy who did Dominic, what's his name, that did McNulty. They were like worst American accent ever.
Which is bonkers to me because I didn't realize.
I thought he did a good job, but apparently, because he's 100% Irish.
Irish, yeah. Which is let's face it, a tough accent to shed.
Yeah. But because remember when he fakes being English so he can go to the prostitutes?
Spot on.
Spot on. I always love that. I'm like,
that's so good.
Can you imagine being undercover and it's like you end up getting you have sex because he's like, I couldn't stop.
I could do. What do you want me to do? I'm only a man. He's such a brilliant character. Also, I will say this: if we start talking about The Wire, that's just what we're gonna start, and we're just gonna start a Wire podcast.
Yeah.
To rival the one that came out.
One that I don't like. It's not good.
It's not good.
And I tried to watch episodes into it because the first one I was like, all right, first one. But the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, you guys are basically just recapping episodes and just making people feel bad for it. Like I was like, it's too pretentious. Where I was like, no, you're like if I'm listening to this, it's because I want you to tell me more. Like I read I have this book, which is great.
Oh my God. You have the Wire, the book?
The oral history of The Wire. It's great.
Oh, wow.
It came out and it's like a guy who just and it's all just interviews. It's not like, it's like like Jonathan Abrams, the author. It's just like interviews that he has with everyone from The Wire, and it's fascinating.
Holy shit,
it's
dude.
really fucking cool. I love it. It's such a great book. Like, I bought, like, right when I saw it came out, I bought it. And I love it. It's so good. It's very interesting. But yeah, but it's like, that's like the podcast. I'm just like, I feel like you're just like, if I was watching The Wire for the first time, maybe I'll listen to your podcast.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
That'd
but
be
like,
cool.
you're not like, and they do this sort of almost kind of literary analysis, which as an English teacher, I appreciate, but I'm like, but I also feel like you're doing it for people that just don't like kids. Like, it seems very elementary.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like,
How about this also? The first one I listened to, which was the only one I listened to, they went like this. They were like, this was actually my third time watching this
Yes.
episode. I was like, third?
I've watched it a number of times.
I've watched it 3 times before 2009.
Yes.
Lady.
Yes. Agreed. I was like, that's why I was like, the reason that I remember when we still should plan on doing the Wire trivia.
Oh, it'd be so good. There's a market for that.
But I was
There
like, the reason that both of us would do it is I was like, we don't even need to read or do extra things. I've watched this so many times.
Yeah.
That I just like, I get it. Where I'm just like, because it's such a good show.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you not? And like, that's why I hate, especially like, and this sounds, first of all, I want to recognize who I am. I get it. But sometimes I hate talking to white people because they're just like, I don't
come
like,
to the right place.
They're like, I don't like the second season at all. And I'm like, but what's crazy is the second season is actually David Simon's favorite season of The Wire. And
Really?
the whole reason that he says that is he's like, you don't understand that like the second season was about the decline of the blue collar worker in Baltimore. And he's like, everybody wants to see that as the white season. When he was like, no, it's really about the decline of unions in the United States. And he's like, I feel like that episode, like that season is so much more important. And honestly, if I had to declare my favorite season of The Wire, first season.
Yeah, first and then I guess fourth when the kids
Fourth is
come
good
around.
when the kids come around. I think like everybody feels like they have to say that.
Yeah, you do. I mean, how
and
do
the
you?
kids are great and the kid actors are great, but the first season, I'm like, how do you get past? Like, if you're
Yeah.
like, when people talk about their favorite character, I'm like, if you don't have love for D'Angelo, I
And,
don't have love for you.
Of course, what I'm putting up the W
Wallace!
for. Wallace. Where the fuck is Wallace?
Yeah, and like that's how that season ends. But that's what I love about D'Angelo is I was like, if you like, I feel like so many people forget about what a like critical character, because he was really like, if anything showed the change of the guard, it was like, here's where this started about family, and here's where it ended that it was about family.
Also-
and I feel like no one ever recognized that about The Wire. As I was like, it like everyone wanted to say it was about family, but it truly became not about family when they let D'Angelo die. I was
Yeah.
like, that's when you have to
When they
realize this
murdered
is
him.
Yeah, this is when the game changed.
Yeah.
And when you saw the game change, and why someone like Marlo makes sense, because you're like, yeah, because that shit doesn't matter anymore. Like when Snoop gets killed.
Oh yeah.
And you're just like, yeah, this sucks, but like you're sad because you like Snoop, but it's like, think about the emotional attachment you had to her versus D'Angelo. And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
you see, like that's really, the curve happened very early in that story for me.
That's a good. Also, I believe it was the trial of D'Angelo, which was the first time that McNulty was
Yeah.
that caused him to talk to Judge Phelan.
Yep. And yeah. And
Which-
that whole like that caused like the whole thing of like, now you're paying attention to this.
Yeah.
Now you see the importance of this in our community.
Yeah.
Before you would have never heard about this. And when he went back and discovered that D'Angelo was actually more, that's one of my favorite scenes in The Wire. We've talked about this, is when he confronts what's her name? D'Angelo's mom.
Deandra or no?
Barksdale. And he
Yeah.
was like, hey, you were the one that told him to do the years.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
she's just sitting there like,
Oh,
and he just
wow,
leaves her
yeah.
there. And I saw that and I was like,
Yeah, it's so good, dude.
yeah, such a good show.
It's but see now, here's the thing: is people want to sit around and have short memories. They go, "Oh, I love Game of Thrones," which is fine, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I
loved it when someone talked to me about Game of Thrones and they were like, yeah, I started watching Game of Thrones. It's really hard because I don't really I said that where I was like, yeah, it was hard for me to get into Game of Thrones because I couldn't tell anyone apart from anyone else. And my friend was like, "Oh, that's how I felt like watching The Wire." And I was like, "Oh, great, I'm a better person than you."
Whoa, that's a wild thing to say out loud, dude.
Yeah, but like when I started watching Game of Thrones, I was like, all of you look the same, and like I was like, what? I had to like look up the family tree, which is why when I first started watching Game of Thrones, there were all these spoiler alerts because it was like so and so killed, and I was like, huh? I just wanted to know who you were.
Yeah.
Damn it.
How about this? Let's do this. What do you do any accents? Can we get into like a little bit of an accent exchange?
Oh, it's funny. You had to do that when you were on Wheelhouse once. You did the
I did.
challenge.
It seems like I was setting that up, but I wasn't.
I can do. I think I definitely can do Midwestern a little bit.
Oh,
Heavy
I bet
Texan.
Okay.
And then maybe a little like English, but not good and terrible.
Okay.
Which will only be bad.
I love the Midwestern.
Oh,
So-
yeah, don't you know?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Dusty Dawn, put your bag down.
Oh!
Dusty, be quiet. The Packers are on. We got to watch the ball game.
Well, I'm sorry. Was I magically transported to the Wisconsin Dells right now, dude?
Yeah. Dusty, what do you mean you don't want to watch the NASCAR? NASCAR is on. Watch the cars.
Oh, do they love the NASCAR in Wisconsin?
Oh, it's like because in Wisconsin, like there's a lot of like what you would think of like farm league baseball.
Okay.
But they have a lot of tracks out there, so you watch like races.
Farm league.
Like Matt
racers.
Kenseth came up, I think, in that. My dad loves NASCAR, and his favorite racer when we were kids was Dave. Oh, Missy's gonna kill
Dave
me.
Coulier.
Yeah, Dave Coulier. Cut it out. But Matt Kenseth is the one they know now because he's from the north. But I can't think of my dad's favorite racer, but I always knew him because he was like the worst. I think he won once, and it's only because like in NASCAR, the race got rained out, but he stayed on the track.
Whoa.
And raced the last lap, so he won that race.
Yeah, he was just a crash dummy. Everyone was like, "Buddy, you should not be doing this." He's like, "Oh no, I gotta take it home."
Go. These people, they hired me to. My car is for their wedding, so I gotta win to show them that their marriage is a win.
Hey, fair is fair.
I'm doing
said
this.
I would do it.
They're in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I want them to know that they matter.
Oh God,
We're racing all the way to Minnesota. I'll see you there,
dude. They are beautiful people, though. Amazing.
I always try to remember, and I know he won't. But the guy that said when he got angry with you.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, I didn't mean to get."
I think. Well, what was it?
Some weird.
I was up there on
idiom.
business, and I went up to Wisconsin. So of course, I contacted what I'm calling my Wisconsin consigliere, which is Dusty. Just like, hey, what kind of food should I get? What should I do? And then the first day I was there, I went to go to work at this plant, and they were the hardest. Like, you never seen guys work so hard and be so polite.
Yeah.
You don't see that, right? Like blue collar guys with class. It was amazing.
That's called Wisconsin, my friend.
Yeah. And this guy was just killing it all day, right? Crushing it. Big fat guy. I think his name was Charlie. And then just as nice as could be. And then at the end of the day, he goes, hey, sorry I've been a bit of a grumpy Gus, but... and
it was like terrible. Like something was wrong with like his health or his dad's
no,
health.
like literally his dad had like just passed away like that week. And he's like, hey, I'm just so sorry for being a bit of a grumpy Gus, but I was like, buddy, like you've been amazing.
Yeah.
You're my favorite guy.
Let's go have a lacrosse lager.
Oh,
Everything
nice.
will be great.
I tell you, they told me the food recommendation was to go to Carr Valley.
Yeah.
To get some cheese curds. Now, I did not find Carr Valley the first time I looked for it because I thought it was a guy with a
Valley.
I thought he was mispronouncing an Italian name. I thought it was Carvale or something, and he was like, "Oh yeah, gotta go to Carr Valley," but it's like Carr space Valley. Shout out to Car Valley. Thanks for the cheese curds. Sponsor the pod.
Were they fried or just normal?
I was on the diet at the time, so I didn't do the fried.
Yeah, but you could just get either way.
Just got normal.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like that's what's cool about Wisconsin is you can get cheese curds and they're like almost like peanuts, where it's just like literal like chunks of cheese.
Yeah,
that you just eat, or you can get them fried. Like I have like my grandfather's beer battered cheese curd recipe.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's like my favorite thing. It's so good because like when I was young, we would go to any restaurant and it's like, oh, you get fried cheese curds. That's what you eat, and it's great. Or if you're at grandma or grandpa's, you just eat cheese curds. Like it's because it's like cheese curds are basically what falls off the cheese, but they save them.
Yeah.
And you just eat it, and it's this sort of.
It's like curdled cheese, right?
Yeah,
like
but it's so like, but it's great.
It's great.
It's so good, and like, and it's salty. It has this like salty aspect to it, so it's like perfect with like beer or anything else.
Oh, it'd be great with the beer. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it's like what like I grew up just like knowing existed.
Also, they go like this. They're like hey, the number one thing that you look for in a. I go, what makes a good cheese curd? What are we looking for?
Oh, wow.
And they go the squeak. If they're not squeaking,
yeah. If they're not if they're not really rubbery, they're not as good.
that's the first. Like if you have a
That's
cheese
fresh.
curd and you try it on your teeth the first time, you're not gonna be happy.
No.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
But
that's what's so I
that's
love
the
that
selling
about
point.
I love that about the Midwest. I love where I'm from because I just love the people like just make it, and like the traditions make them so great.
Oh, dude, go pack, go! First of all, I want to say that.
Yeah,
I might edit that. That's going to be the start of the podcast,
Go
just so they
pack,
know.
go.
Go pack, go! No disrespect,
No, that Aaron Rodgers.
dude. I almost got a cameo from Antonio Freeman.
Wow.
Yeah, he's affordable. Shout out to Antonio Freeman. I might reach out.
Being affordable.
Yeah, shout out for being affordable, knowing your price. There's some guys.
I feel horrible, but when Harvey happened, I did that show at the Improv with the Houston Texans player that's like really good.
JJ Watt?
No. He's from Wisconsin. It was like
Right.
He was like, but I did it, and he found like right when I showed up.
Oh, is it Connor Barwin?
No. Like no. It was like I think it was one of their. It's an RB, I think.
Oh, Arian Foster?
Yes.
Oh,
I did it with Aaron Foster, and he was like so nice, but they immediately were like, she's a Packers fan, but he was like, greatest team. Like he like immediately.
Oh yeah, well, you gotta respect it, dude.
He immediately like he didn't care at all, and they were like, she's not a Texans fan. I was like, I'm not a Texans fan. My family's from Wisconsin. He was like, Green Bay. And I was like, he's like, you ever been to Lambeau? I was like, bro, I've been to Lambeau. And he was like, and then we just talked about it. He was so cool about it. Where I was like, I feel like everyone is just like, Green Bay. Yeah.
Can you talk to me about Lambeau a little bit? So
Dude.
you go. I want to know from the parking.
So
to go in it. What is it?
So when I went, I stayed at like my friend's parents have a cabin on Green Bay, like literally.
Oh, on the
and if you live on
itself.
Green Bay, you get offered 4 tickets every year that you can buy. So his parents bought the tickets, and then it was my friend Ryan, whose parents lived there, my friend Paul, and then Misty and I, my sister and I, all paid for the tickets. Like we were like, we'll go. But so he has a neighbor. There's a neighbor that lives by them that will like. She basically like finds people that are giving their tickets away, and she's like, you can pay me and I will drive you to the stadium and then pick you up like after the game.
Great.
Like,
okay.
You pay me a flat fee of like, we paid her, I think it was like $100 total. So we each paid her $25. But she literally drove us to the game that day. Cause it's about like, it was about like a 30-40 minute drive. But then she also picked us up whenever we were ready.
Really? I thought Green Bay was really
No, it was a drive because we're out by the bay. But the night before, so what's great about it, we're staying at the house. The night before, we went to this thing called Chuck's Dike Dive and Bowl.
Respect.
Because it's on a dike. Like,
right, of course, yeah.
And it's like, what's really popular in Wisconsin, people don't know, is it's bars that it's like a bar, but in the back of the bar, there's like a 4 or 5 lane bowling alley. It's like a small.
Are you serious?
Oh, they're great. But that's all
Dude,
over Wisconsin.
I
Like
love-
it's a bar. So you go in the front of the bar, it's a bar, but in the back there's like a 4 or 5 lane bowling alley.
Oh
so
my
you just like hang out.
God.
Oh yeah.
I
So-
love bowling so much.
Yeah, so-
I wish there would be more bars down here that do
Yeah.
that.
So we went, and before we went, we actually went and bought. The whole time I was in Wisconsin was a dream. This whole trip was like a fantasy. So before we went to that, we went to, because you can buy fireworks all times of the year.
Really?
We bought fireworks. We went and bowled.
You
and
just
drank
bought
at
them
the
as a
bar.
bit?
Yeah, we just bought them because that night was the last game that the Astros played. That it was the series that got them into the World Series.
Oh, okay.
The division series. So we're gonna go buy. We went and bought fireworks. We went and bowled. Then we went back to Ryan's house, and this was the day before I went to Lambeau. We're watching that final game, and every time the Astros scores, we were lighting Roman candles over Green Bay.
Fire.
Yeah, and then when they won, because the Astros won and we made it in the series, we lit 3 Chinese lanterns that were red, orange, and yellow, and floated
Nice.
them over Green Bay. So
Oh,
I was
look at
like,
that.
and so the day I walk into Lambeau,
beautiful.
That's
That's
Sunday. I
fireworks.
already knew. Yeah, we were going into the series. I walk in. I have my jersey on. You remember? It's that jacket that I found at that Forever 21.
yeah,
that I was
dude.
like, bro, I found this Green Bay jacket.
That's amazing,
And
yeah.
you were like, pull the trigger, and I was like, yeah,
Pull the
here's like
trigger.
$20. So, anyways, I walk in, but I'm wearing my World Series Astros hat,
Oh,
and I was like, I'm wearing this in a
beautiful.
Green Bay. We got into the series. I'm not gonna walk in, and I'm not gonna celebrate sports today and not have an Astros hat on.
Totally iconic move.
So we walk into Lambeau, and as I'm walking in, people see me wearing the Astros hat, and it's so great because it's all these Midwest people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Astros! Oh yeah, fuck the Yankees! Jose Altuve!" And they love it, and I'm just like, I'm living it. I'm so excited. It's kind of raining, but I don't care.
Nice.
Misty and I walk into Lambeau. We walk in, and both of us, that for us is huge.
Of course,
we
dude.
grew up, it's like the worst part about it was mom and dad aren't here, but we're just like,
Right.
we're in Lambeau right now. We go to the first concession stand we see, and we order a beer and fried cheese curds.
Oh, my
and
God.
I just start crying. I was like, this is beautiful. We send a picture to my parents because I'm like, I'm drinking a beer, I have fried cheese curds, I'm about to go watch the Green Bay Packers play, and everybody in Lambeau is just beautiful. We sat by. They were playing the Saints. We lost.
Wow,
'Cause
great
it was-
game to go to, though.
Yeah, the week before was the week that Rodgers got hurt, and so
Oh,
we didn't get to
no,
see Rodgers.
never.
It wasn't Rodgers. We saw what was that quarterback?
Brett Hundley?
Yeah, we saw Hundley
Yeah.
play. It was Hundley, and we were just like,
Rest in
whatever.
peace, Brett Hundley.
Yeah. But it was still amazing. Because the whole day, everybody's just celebrating. They're just happy. It's like a college town. You go to the game.
Yeah.
We lost, but no one is shitty. Everyone's just happy to be there. And even in the stadium, Lambeau is like, hey, please remember, we love everyone that came to see the game.
Are you serious?
It's they're reminding people.
Oh, man, that's great.
Hey, we're all here to watch football.
It's like Philadelphia on opposites day.
Yeah.
That's fantastic,
Okay,
dude.
remember, don't punch people, hug them.
Look,
Yeah.
guys, we all came here together. We're here to have a good...
Hey,
it's just the game.
Oh, hey there, guys. We're here to just see the game, and we just want to have a good time. So if your team doesn't if your team doesn't win, that's okay. You just give a handshake to the guy, and then you leave, and you go have more beers outside.
Oh,
That's
God. I got to know, though. This is a big thing. Whenever I
Yeah.
talk to anybody about a stadium, what were the concessions like, price-wise? So you get a beer, fried cheese curds. What is it? What are we looking
A
at?
beer and fried cheese curds put me back under $20.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty... Unfortunately, that's pretty standard.
But the team owns the town.
Yeah. No, and also the thing you said where...
I mean, I'm sorry, the town owns the team.
But also vice versa.
Yeah, vice versa. But but it wasn't super expensive. I do remember that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is fucking Lambeau.
Yeah.
I could have paid $40 for a beer and cheese curds, and I would have.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't lay down more than $20. And
It
and
is-
we got more beers, but it was just they were like, we're good. And it felt like that's how it felt. They were just like, yeah, we're good. But like being in like what's crazy is underneath Lambeau, like when you're walking up in the stands, the thing that really like gave me goosebumps is it feels like the stadium itself feels like you're at like a high school football stadium.
Oh yeah,
Like it doesn't like when you're like at another stadium, it feels like, oh, I'm at like
Sure, I'm at like a big
but at
NFL.
But at Lambeau, I was like, it's crazy how like comfortable this feels.
Just like exposed steel beams.
Yeah, like
and
where
shit
you're
like
just like,
that. Yeah.
I feel like there's like people like it just didn't feel like it just felt really homey. Like in a cool way where I was like, I really like this.
There's a kid with acne doing the ticket taking.
Yeah, where he's like, all right, sir, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But it's like just like, it didn't feel like you could see the stands. It felt like if I went to go to the U of H stadium, like I was like,
oh yeah,
you could see all of that, and it felt like it didn't feel as in like it. Like that's what was weird. Is I was like, I don't feel intimidated by Lambeau. I'm super intimidated by Lambeau.
Also,
because it's also like just the seats are just benches.
Oh, they're proper bleachers.
That. Yeah, like
nice.
That's part of like another thing that they do is like if you like live near Green Bay, a lot of volunteers just come and scrape.
Are they steel?
Yeah, they just come and scrape that off.
Oh, steel bleachers and fucking in
cold
October
ass weather. So like people come and scrape the snow, and those aren't even people that have tickets to the game. They just do it. And it's like
so crazy
because they're just like, we just want people to be here. And the seats are not seats.
How about this? Can we elect the state of Wisconsin for the next president of the United States? Just everybody.
Hard workers.
I just trust them. They're so, I mean, they wouldn't mess it up at all.
I just want to elect Lambeau.
Oh, for sure. Also, I love, that says so much about you and maybe even about me, about people like us, where our dream vacation would be to a small town of probably about 100,000 people, maybe less, to go see a football game.
With them.
But then some people will go, well, I'd love to go to France and Italy and, take in the international sites.
I want a beer and cheese curds.
I want fried cheese curds that make me weep.
I want to sit on a high school stadium bench and watch football happen.
It's always so intimidating because it seems like you have to know someone to get a ticket, right?
Yeah.
You can't just.
It feels that way.
You can't just get a ticket.
Yeah, like I got mine because someone
died.
No, because like my friend's parents own land. Like they own a cabin in Green Bay, and so like we got those tickets, and I'm just like, I was like, that's the word. Like I was like, I loved everything about that. If I had to admit a downside, it was that I watched the Green Bay Packers without my parents.
Oh yeah,
at Lambeau.
That's true.
Like that would be the only bonus. But I was there with Misty, and
we were
I was
happy to see you go.
I had that koozie over there that looks like cheese. I bought that at like a gas station, and I brought that into Lambeau, and I was like, this is gonna be a thing.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, but I was like, everything about this is magic.
But that's what you want when you have a child and you start teaching them about football. And you go, hey, look, in this house we're Giants fans. Yeah. So and then for them to grow up and be like, I'm gonna go spend my own money to go to Giant Stadium. Like that'd be a huge thing.
Yeah, you're like
with or without me.
You did me proud.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my parents were definitely like, because both my parents have been to Lambeau. It's not like I went there and they'd never seen a game.
Yeah.
They'd all seen a game. Misty and I were like, we've never seen a game at Lambeau.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I was like, I want to go see one when it's preferably not cold.
Yeah, so I'm guessing like early September.
It
probably.
was early because I was
Especially
like, I don't want to be there when it's cold.
Yeah.
I was like, I wouldn't be having fun.
That is the wildest thing about them too, is like their sport is played during the coldest part of the year.
Yeah.
Like Wisconsin during the other like 7 months of the year, not bad. But then during the football season, it's a
crazy
fucking
to
nightmare.
me. Like my parents' friends, because like we're from Wisconsin, my parents' friends would come like down here, like sometimes during like the hotter months, and I'm like, why would you?
Yeah.
Like I was like, I'm fine. I was like, but when you come down here during the winter, because it's easier, why are you coming down here in June?
Right. Yeah,
Like,
it's a wild move.
yeah.
Let me ask you this, Dusty. I'm gonna switch gears a little bit.
Ask you. Let's do it.
What about how do you get so tanned?
Oh.
Do you just a lot of outside time?
A lot outside. I've been hanging out by the pool. Because teaching when it moved to whatever it is right now. But like I can just like hang out by the pool. And then if I need to talk to someone, I'll move inside. But I don't really need to. So I'm like, let's just hang out by the pool and read or grade. I'll read essays, but I can do that at the pool.
Nice.
And I've always it's weird. I tan. I think that's from my dad's side. I get the easy to tan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just I've always tanned. Misty burns. She doesn't tan.
Oh, really? I
will burn a little and then I'll tan, but I've always been super tan. All of my students are convinced. My students are always I had a student once I remember that was we were I was in class and he was like, Miss Rhodes, I have a question for you. It might be inappropriate. And I go, hey, don't ask it.
Yeah.
And he was like, Miss Rhodes, I'm going to ask, are you mixed? And I was like, oh, what do you mean mixed? Are you mixed? And I was like, oh, because I have curly hair. I don't know. No, I'm not mixed. And he's like, no, you're tan. And then he looks and checks out my ass and he goes, you mixed? And I go, no, I have to write you up. I have to write you up now.
Yeah, that's a wild
no,
move.
Miss Rhodes, you don't have to write me up. I was like, no, that's inappropriate. You just looked at my ass. I was like, come on, man. No, I'm going to write you up. And he was like,
whoa.
And I was like, not okay. Also, real weird. Roy's like, no, it's okay. I can do that because I'm like, nope, nothing excuses you from anything that just happened.
Yeah, that's wild.
But I would never they always think that they think I'm but I'm like, no, I was like, no, I just tan easily.
Yeah.
That's just a thing.
You just sit near the pool. You don't even go in it.
Yeah, I was just I just don't. I was like, can we just not let's yeah. I'm like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
Let's not do that. But no, yeah, I just tan, which is weird because I am one of the few members of my family that does that.
Also,
my dad and I tan. All the other members of my family burn.
Well, can we just put this out there to everybody who may or may not be listening? Don't ever ask somebody about their ethnicity.
I think it's my students think it's okay because they're not white.
Yeah.
So oh, we can ask her if she's mixed.
Yeah.
Because we're not. And I'm just no, but it's why would you make that assumption? But also that's just, I was just don't ask anyone that.
Also, the context is, hey, listen, before I continue this relationship with you, what are you?
What are you?
No matter what, I've judged you this far, but before we go any further, I need to know.
I need to know. And I'm
wait, that's not okay.
Why would it matter?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're also kids, so I can't hate on them because they socially they're just not. They think that's that's okay for me to ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just it's not it's fine, but just no.
Well, you are very.
And I always
tan,
tell them,
though.
I just say, no, I'm just white. Sorry.
Sorry to let you down, buddy.
I'm just white.
Just regular style.
I'm super white.
Oh, dude. So did you ever do a 23andMe?
No, I haven't done that yet. Don't do it. Did it ruin your life?
Yeah, in a big way.
Why did it ruin your life?
So, so my girlfriend's mom got it for me as a gift, right? She got it for all of us as a gift,
everyone got 23andMe?
Everyone got one. So I did it and I sent it in and I got it back. And then I was like, oh, I'll open it with my girlfriend, right? It'll be a nice moment. We'll get to see what I'm made of, what type of guy I am. And so first of all, the breakdown was, it was literally 95% Scottish, 5% Irish.
Okay.
Nothing else. It was just just the most white, right?
Right.
But then they felt the need to do this on the 23andMe, which I didn't ask for. They go, yeah, your family was very prominent during the cotton trade, during slavery years. It was basically
your family owned slaves.
That was technically, if we didn't during that time, we would have been in the minority. Not
right. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I've always wanted to do that. My students they one time were if Miss Rhodes Miss Rhodes, this is what we think you'd be. And I was like, I don't want to know.
It was, and also my girlfriend's mixed. She's half black.
It said Cotton Kingdom.
Oh, yeah, it said the Cotton Kingdom. Come from the Cotton Kingdom. So
your family was terrible.
They're probably pretty bad. And look, I'm sorry. I'll apologize to whoever I need to apologize.
That's why I'm always like, I'm like, what if it's like, but like, because I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I also am always like, that's what's funny is one of my boyfriends was Jewish and his whole family thought I was Jewish. And I was like,
nice.
Oh, no, I'm not. Because they're like, what temple did you grow up in? And I was like, Atascocita Presbyterian Church. Like, I'm not that. But I was like, it's weird. I was like, I guess it's like I think my family's predominantly, my dad's side is Norwegian. And my mom's side is German and Polish. And I think like that is like a lot. So it's like everything's crazy. Because like I don't have like, I have like blue eyes, but I also have like, and I'm the only person in my hair with curly hair. Like nobody else in my family has curly hair.
Except
my
good,
dad's
though.
sister. So like everybody is always like, what part of our heritage are you showing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. Does dad want to tell us something? Not really, but it's just like, but like I look like his sister. Like his sister and I look a lot alike. So I'm like, there's definitely like genes that just like transferred to different people and not others.
Yeah.
But like I was like, I always thought about doing like Ancestry or 23andMe because I'm like, I am curious.
Don't do it.
But like, because my dad actually doesn't know anything about his backstory.
Oh, really?
Not a lot at all.
Well,
No.
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Then.
So I'm just like, that could be a thing. But I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I'll just enjoy this tan.
Yeah.
And
yeah. What
I like my hair.
It's like the JFK movie. Don't go looking for the truth. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good time.
I don't need to set up a history fair project about this.
Yeah. So, also, did I ask you about a problem that you've been having?
Wow.
Did I even ask you about
We've
this?
gotten into this. Do you remember about the last problem I told you? I actually
Oh, on the quarantine call-ins.
Yeah, about like how I wasn't a big fan of my neighbors.
Yeah.
And then once I got to know them a little better.
Okay.
Can't say it's been better.
Really? Oh, wow.
No, it's like.
But you made an effort to
just
get out there more?
crash dummies. Well, yeah, but like I hang out by the pool, so I'm like, hey, let's be nice. Like
Sure.
I'll talk to you and everything's cool. But it's more so of just like, I'm just going to keep these headphones on.
Nice. Okay, so what is
yeah.
is it just...
They're better. It's like, it's just, I think it's just like people that are like, I don't know, just, they're not, they're not bright. I don't know how do you say like people that I'm just like.
Stupid?
Kind of, yeah. And just like entitled where I'm just like.
Oh, no.
You're like, and I'm just like, I just don't like that. But that's like, but honestly, I can overlook it. And I'm just like, fine. Like I can just hang out with you.
Yeah.
And we don't have to talk. We don't have to get anything deeper than just like, hey, we're having a good time, right? Like, yeah, problems. Other than, I don't want to get to like teaching sucks right now.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah.
I don't like not being able to be up in front of a class.
Okay.
I don't like being able to not be able to like interact with my students directly. Like
So-
I like talking to them. I like,
Right.
and it's hard to do that on the internet.
When you're
And
doing
also they don't care, which I don't blame them because they're seniors and they already know
Yeah.
they're going to pass. And I'm just like, I get it.
Is
I
it-
wouldn't be doing shit either.
is it through Zoom?
We do Microsoft. So through Microsoft
Oh.
Teams. Well, we're supposed to do it through Microsoft Teams. I think Teams is the worst.
Yeah.
I do it through Google Classroom because I had already done stuff with them through Google Classroom. But it's just like, yeah, like even my students are like I was like, I'm giving them writing conferences. And I was having writing conferences with a couple of them today. And they were like, this really makes me miss just being in class.
Yeah.
Where we can just like all talk and we interact and we're having a good time. Like people miss, like I think they like people like when students say I hate school, there are things that they hate about school. But I think they're also that like in the moment where you're just like having a discussion and everybody's having a good time.
Yeah.
Which is a majority of the time, I think, that they really like where they are. And a
Yeah.
lot of our students really like school. Like they like being at school. They like that like interaction.
Yeah.
And when it's just like, do this shit and call me back, that's not fun.
Yeah.
That's actually the not fun part. Because the part you don't really like about school when you say what you don't like about school is assignments.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but the other part you like.
Yeah.
Like talking. Like my kids watch Last Week Tonight every week because I show them John Oliver because I love him.
Oh,
so we
nice.
watch John Oliver together every week and then talk about it because I'm just like, this is part of your job. Like in this class, I'm teaching you argument. So let's watch John Oliver. Let's talk about the argument he makes. Do you think he made it well? Why don't you think that? Or do you think that? Why? And that's one of my favorite things of classes.
That's great.
It's discussion, but that's what it should be. And I think I think we all miss that. Like we like being together, like as people. And I think like they're just like, I miss class. And I'm like, yeah, me too. I miss being with you.
So when you do a Google Classrooms thing, is it all like at one time? Like everybody has to be there?
Because they wouldn't show up. I have office hours where they can like join and we can all talk.
Oh.
But mostly it's just one-on-one with students, like where I'm like, they just message me and like, Ms. Rose, I can't make your office hours, but I do want to talk to you. Can you meet me? Like, can we talk at like 1:00?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, because I have not, what the fuck else am I
Do you ever get mad at that? Like, what do you mean you can't make that? What else are you doing?
working?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
there's like real stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, because that's in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck else am I doing? I get mad when they're like, Ms. Rhodes, can you meet me at 3? And then I call them at 3 and they don't answer.
Oh, yeah. That
and I'm like,
sucks.
that's annoying. It's just
Yeah.
like being stood up where I'm like, hey, I get this enough in my personal life. I don't need it in my I don't need to be ghosted by a student.
Oh, it's the worst. Oh, by a subordinate?
Yeah.
Oh.
You fuck. Like,
You fuck.
that happens occasionally, but it is funny. Like when I'm just like, I call them and they don't answer, or I get immediately pushed to their team's voicemail. And I'm just like,
jeez.
I just want to be like, you asshole.
Yeah. Do you understand? Is this the place you want to be with me, dude? You want to be in my bad side?
Yeah. I just want you to know when you call me back, you'll also get my voicemail. I don't know what to say.
Nice.
But like that's like a thing, but it's like that's who they are.
I've got an idea though.
All right.
I've got a solution
Solution.
for this problem. Okay? Here's what we do. We find a park. Outside big park.
Already a fan. Love parks.
Okay? Not me. I hate parks. You love parks?
Dogs love parks.
Oh, that's true. Facts. Oh, we'll get the dog involved. It's all coming together here. Let's get the park going. Okay? Let's have a meetup time once a week. And we'll do this. We'll mark out 6 feet between the
I'll be at the
towels.
top of the slide. You guys are all at the bottom of the
And
slide.
you be there with a megaphone, and we can conduct class.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh my
do-
God. I was on this podcast with this guy, like Alex Middleton, who's like on, he does Pass the Gravy, but his mom is a kindergarten teacher.
Oh, wow.
And he sent me a video of his mom's kindergarten Zoom.
Oh,
It's literally just a bunch of kids like, Miss Milton, look at my phone. Miss Milton, Miss Milton. And I was like, this is equal parts stressful, adorable, and hilarious.
Yeah.
Because it really was. I loved it. Like, I was like, because I told him, I was like, if she wants me to read a book to her kids, I'll totally do it. But they're really adorable. But I was like, I'm glad that, like, with my high schoolers, I'm just thankful they're there. And I'm like, Moses, and I'm like, what? Yeah? Oh, yeah, I'm here. I don't have my video on. Like, none of them sign in with their video on.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, it's fine. Me either, because I'm in a tank top. I'm probably not wearing clothes.
Dude, you know how high those kids are?
Yes,
Probably. A
I
lot
do.
of them are very high.
I'm like, I knew how high you were in my class.
Yeah.
Now you're at home.
Oh, dude.
Some of them are really trying. I'm like, all right, I got you. But those kids.
Yes, that's my solution here.
Yeah.
Is let's go avant-garde.
Meet at the park.
Meet at the park school,
Park school.
and then guess
School
what
of
happens?
Parks.
The
Parks.
news picks it up.
Parks and education.
Parks and education. Dude, parks and education. Holy
I'm
moly.
on it. Oh, Dusty, that's a great. We'll meet at the park. You can sit at the top of the slide. Maybe the kids will get on the monkey bars, and you guys will just, you'll just tell them about rhetoric and arguments.
Oh yeah, sure. You ever hear of George Washington?
I don't know if you know this, but Abigail Adams, she had a lot to say.
Oh, whoa, yeah.
This literally is prompts.
How bad is it that I've been saying holy moly for maybe the last couple weeks?
Holy moly!
Not even as like a Wisconsin.
Oh gosh!
I don't know who I'm
Gosh
becoming.
is like such a Northwestern. Like when I think of Midwest, when my kids are like, oh gosh.
Oh god, yeah,
Oh
gosh. Big Midwest energy.
Yeah. That big Midwest energy.
Dude, I'm saying holy moly. I'm
that
getting
BME.
older. Dude, I'm getting so old that yesterday I had like acid reflux. You ever have that?
My mom has that.
It
Mom takes medication for that acid reflux. Yeah, she has like in her stomach.
Dude,
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna die. It was the worst.
I remember the first time my mom was like, "Oh, you want Tums?" And I was like, "I'm not fucking 80." But then I was like, "Yeah, give me one of those."
Yeah, they're delicious.
Yeah, but like growing up, I always remember we would have like a meal, and then the adults would just pass the Tums around.
Yeah. That's where I'm at
They're
now.
all different flavors, and I just associate that with old people.
They're delicious, though. Shout out to Tum. Tum sponsor the pod. Dude,
Hey, Tums.
I went through a box of Tums yesterday. It wasn't even helping. That was the concerning thing.
I just it was like I was at the movie theater, and they were like sprees.
Oh my god.
Sprees and Tums need to like get together.
I'm telling you right now, if they sold Tums at the movie theater, I'd think about it. I'd at least think about it.
Are they the fruit flavors?
Oh, there
man.
got to be the assorted citrus.
Oh yeah, don't you know? We got them Tums. It's like I don't need to take an intermission anymore. I just need to take that Tums, and we're fine.
And we're good to go.
You know what? Get the extra large popcorn. I'll even take a hot dog.
Oh yeah, get loose with it, dude. It's so I'm so old, dude. I need to.
You're
take care
only
of myself.
31.
Yeah, but I treat myself like shit. I don't.
I'm older than you, so I can
Yeah,
only
but
guess what's
let me
gonna
ask you:
happen.
how often do you drink sody pops?
You mean like club soda?
No.
Oh,
The fact that you asked that
I
says
actually
everything.
don't drink. I don't drink Coke. I don't drink it. Well, I don't. I gave it up when I was in high school. I
Oh,
only if I
see.
drink, I drink like club soda. Like I have a Soda Stream. I drink Topo. Like Topo was a regular thing in my house when I was growing up.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, everyone just got turned on to Topo," but I remember like in my house, like my dad was like, "I gotta buy this expensive shit."
Oh,
and
he's
like,
upset
instead of
about
just
it?
like the regular Schweppes. And I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, because Topo Chico has that like extra. It's so much better.
You know
But
where I
also,
stand on Topo,
But the
I
other
think.
thing too is Topo is like got that. If you're like a Tums person, it's got that stomach settling power. Like, if
Well-
you drink a Topo, sometimes it like settles your stomach.
Well, right now I'm not even allowed to drink anything carbonated,
Oh wow.
which is a huge. Yesterday was the first day that I only drank water. Do you understand?
Why?
Like I always just drink soda.
Ah, with Coke.
Well, I've been on Pepsi Zero lately.
Oh, okay, but you drink like I can't drink really sugary drinks. They give me a headache. I can't do it.
Never
I've never been able to do it.
never full sugar,
Yeah.
but always.
But you had to give it up?
Yeah, because I thought I was gonna die.
Oh no.
It hurt very bad.
It hurt very bad.
It did. I even talked to the
just-
pharmacist.
Yeah, I just like that big like the diagnosis. I can't do this. Why? It hurts very bad.
It hurts very bad,
It
dude.
hurt very bad. So you like and the pharmacist said stop drinking Coke.
No, that's what Google said. That the pharmacist said
WebMD.
that it was acid reflux.
Yeah, my mom has that.
Yeah, I went up there and I was like, because they call it heartburn for a reason, because it's a pain where your heart is.
Yeah.
Which nothing will get you to pay attention more than
They
that.
call it heartburn because it's like your heart's burning.
Dude, yeah. I always used to make fun of heartburn.
All those flaming heart tattoos, go fuck yourself.
Oh, wow. Nice. Also, just for good measure, Flamin' Hot Cheetos. You're on notice.
Yeah, yeah. Hot Takis, don't even look at me.
Don't even think about it,
Don't even
dude.
look at me.
Yeah, so I had to give up.
Okay.
I've been
So that's why you're doing whiskey soda, like whiskey water.
whiskey propel water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Like an athlete would, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
I'm assuming.
That's how you would do it.
Every time I drink a Gatorade, I feel like I'm stealing athletic valor. Like, I don't fucking need this. What am I
What
doing?
a great word, valor. That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
good.
I use it a lot. I'm
love
actually
valor.
pitching a show. It's Law and Order SVU, but it's Stolen Valor Unit.
That's great.
And we just go around and find. You ever watch those videos of Stolen Valor?
No.
Where-
I gotta watch that now.
Or people present?
I always like one time I was bored during like we were testing like at my school.
Yeah.
One of their teachers and I were texting back and forth and we were doing like porn TV show crossovers.
Nice.
And I did what was mine? I was like law and oral facial intentions.
Nice. That's great. Let's pitch that. Dick Wolf, are you listening?
Dick, pay attention.
Dickie.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, but oh wow, Stolen Valor Unit.
It was Stolen Valor is their videos of guys that go to like the mall.
Yeah.
And they're dressed up as like a
course.
Marine.
Yes.
And they get like discounts. And then a real Marine will see them and record them on their phone and be like, "Hey, buddy, where'd you do boot camp?"
How did the Marines know about them?
They know. They just run into them.
Wow.
There's enough of them out there. They just run into them.
They say, "Where did you do boot camp?" And then these people are like,
Well, they'll be able to
wherever.
tell
And they're like, that's not a thing.
right away because they're like, "You're
Ah.
never supposed to wear that pin with that
Outside.
thing
Right.
or whatever."
Right.
And there's
Wow.
yeah, and they put them on blast and they put them on the internet. It's so fire.
That's so
It's the
funny.
best. Yeah. Say hello to the
Isn't that
next
shitty of those
9 years
people?
of your life, dude.
Yeah. A stolen valor. That is
Stolen
weird, though.
Yeah.
What a weird and shitty thing to do. Just
Yeah.
for a discount.
Yeah. Or some guys do it to they're homeless and they have a sign and they're like wearing military fatigues.
Oh,
or
and they're
something.
like, give me money.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they're like, take my fucking. It's so good. Isn't it? Every one of them has the same line where they go, "I had brothers die in that uniform," and the guy's just like, "This is gonna be bad."
Sorry.
They never kick their ass though.
Which is actually like, that's kind of nice.
Respect.
Like, I'm going to put you on blast, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to kick your ass.
Yeah.
You should be so lucky.
Yeah, which is the technically the
Because
best
really,
form.
it's probably what they really want to do is kick their ass.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a military guy. Ugh. That'd be the best.
It's funny. My dad is in the Air Force and he rarely talks about it.
Really?
Just because he did plane, like he was like a mechanic. And I feel like it's like my dad is just like, I feel like it's like the cool part of my dad where he's like, I'm not going to talk about serving because
Oh, the respect.
I'm not one of the, I served. I don't know. I was like that
Yeah.
about my dad. It's like he's never bragged or talked about being in the service.
Yeah, because I definitely would.
Yeah.
I would get mad anytime anybody ever
Because
put
my
like
uncle served in NAM.
AF. Anytime
Yeah.
everybody said AF,
So my
I'd be
uncle,
like, "Don't say
my
that."
uncle served as well, and they were about the same age. My uncle served in NAM.
Whoa.
He was there, and my dad was in like Germany, like fixing airplanes.
Nice.
But like for my dad, I think my dad's just like,
Yeah. Well, good for him. Look,
Yeah.
yeah.
exactly. Where I'm like, good for you, Dad. Like you did your shit. It's not like you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But I also like that you're not just out there bragging about it. Like, oh, look at me.
AF?
Yeah.
I'm AF, dude.
Yeah.
I'm Air Force as fuck, dude.
Because there's like dudes that I meet that are in the Air Force, and I'm like, my dad was in the Air Force. What do you do? I'm like, well, I'm like, are you a pilot? Like, do you do this? Do you do this? And they're like, well, and I'm like, it's cool. Like, good for you, but don't act like you're like ride or die.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
You're out here catching bodies in the name of the nation.
you fuck.
You fucking goober. Also, so you may or may not know this. Oh,
Just moving through different bourbons here.
oh, nice. Respect. What
If
do
you
you
want to try a nice bourbon, you let me know because
I'd love to try a nice little bourbon.
Okay, cool. Let's do. I'm gonna let you try.
A nice little Burberino.
Megan, would you like a bourbon? This isn't bourbon to be fucked with, by the way.
Whoa! Do
It's-
not. in
you're
case.
fine. I'm not judging you, but so like this is so. Here's my
So in
favorite
case.
bourbon right now.
Oh,
So
preferred.
Poison Girl did their own private select, which is great
Holy
because
moly!
the distillery misprinted and called it Poison Grill. Which
Oh,
I thought that
nice.
was on purpose, like Houston. So this is Russell's. Russell's Reserve is like
Ooh.
one of my favorite distillers right now. This was Poison Girl's private barrel selection.
Whoa. Okay.
I got this because I own this poker chip. So when I go to the liquor store, I show them this and I'm like, hey, can I get
I'm a member.
but
Oh,
this bourbon is like it's got a really nice like cherry finish to it.
Whoa.
It's really, really good.
Hold that thought. Okay, so while we're getting these ready, I'm gonna play a voicemail.
Okay.
So this voicemail, I kind of opened it up, let people know that we would be accepting skits. If you wanted to submit a skit as a voicemail, we'd be happy to play it. So, yeah, we got one of those. I have not heard this.
Love it.
But it's from a loyal friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
So we're going to.
I love it already.
Yep. Here we go. Ready? Okay, here we go.
An octopus! Leave him alone.
Oh man, I'm so bored right now. What should I do? There's nothing on.
If I thought you meant that,
Maybe I should have a barbecue and invite some people over. That sounds like a good idea.
remind me to kill you later.
Hello? Hey Navy, I'm planning on having a barbecue this weekend, and I was just wondering if you would like to come.
Sure, that sounds good. What will you have there?
You know, typical barbecue stuff. You know, same old, same old.
Okay, sounds good. I'll be there.
This is good.
Oh man, this barbecue is going to be so awesome. Navy's going to be so impressed with my barbecue skills and my first grilled cheese sandwich barbecue. This is going to be a surprise item that I think her and everyone that shows up are going to be very surprised by.
Okay.
Is that Brett Whitaker?
That was it. No.
Oh.
I wish it. Yeah, that'd be great. Brett
sound
Whitaker's
like him.
not a friend of the show, I don't think.
Oh, well, Brett Whitaker, get on it.
I'd love for him to.
Yeah, barbecue.
Yeah.
Cheese
So
party.
how about that twist at the end?
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to test out this new game that I've been
Thought you were
working on.
gonna get again. I liked it.
Oh my goodness.
Playing this barbecue grilled cheese party.
That was the twist, right?
Barbecue grilled cheese, I'm down.
It seems pretty messy. This guy's a real wild card. What are you doing? Gary, his name's Gary.
Gary.
Yep.
Barbecue grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I believe he's doing it as a bit. He's doing it as a funny bit. But
No,
what I'm saying is
I'm there.
I'm there too.
You wanted it to be a joke. It's not a joke.
Yeah, joke's on you, dude.
Yeah, joke's on you. I love grilled cheese.
Joke's on you fucking idiot.
I want to have a grilled cheese on a actual grill.
Ooh,
'Cause
yeah.
grilled cheese is usually like you make it.
That's good. Yeah, call out all the posers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Did you
was
grill your grilled cheese?
Do you even own a grill
Do
before
you grill the cheese first and then put it on?
Call them out?
How do you keep it from dripping? Do you let it grill? You catch what drips down on thing, and then you put that on a sandwich.
Oh,
I got all these different ideas now for cheeses grilled.
For cheeses. All right, that's great. Well, how about this? What is a perfect sandwich?
Oh,
Let's do this. Very
perfect
important.
sandwich.
What's a perfect sandwich?
I don't eat meat, so I feel like for me,
This is for you.
okay, a great grilled cheese sandwich would be Gouda,
Ooh.
a hard Parmesan but grilled, so you get like that
Whoa.
salty kind of cheese.
Okay,
People
I thought you were gonna say as the cheese, as the bread.
No, you do like that. So you do that inside with apples.
Whoa, green apples?
Yeah, because you got like that like sweetness, and then with the bread, you like do a little bit of oil, but you also do like just grated, like hard grated Parmesan cheese, like the sprinkle cheese. So you do that. So when and like you butter each side of the bread.
Oh, wait a minute.
And then you fry it so that cheese gets into the bread.
Oh, does it get crispy?
Yeah, and so it's crispy. And then in the inside, you still have that like Pecorino Romano or Parmesan. It's like the salty cheese with the Gouda.
With the Gouda.
And maybe another kind of cheese you choose, but definitely those apples.
And the apples.
And then
You're a wild woman.
it's great.
That's very good.
I've done that and it's amazing. I love that cheese. I love that shit.
Now
I gotta add stuff to the grocery. I'm gonna tell Alexa to add some stuff to the grocery.
Yeah, dude.
Now, Alexa, we're gonna make this.
I'm gonna steal your idea. That's actually my perfect sandwich now too. So
I don't have meat though, because I don't eat meat. So I get it. Like some people would want to add bacon or whatever, and I'm like, fair. Hold on real quick. Alexa, add Granny Smith apples to grocery.
I put Granny Smith apples on grocery.
can I try?
Yeah.
Alexa, where's pizza from?
The modern pizza is commonly believed to have been invented in Naples, Italy in the 18th or 19th century, though there are no clear records of when tomatoes from the New World.
All right, that's good. You're good. You got it.
Alexa, you can stop.
Holy moly, she's fucking long-winded, this one.
Oh, you want to hear? Hey, Alexa, tell us a joke.
How does Mrs. Potato Head tease Mr. Potato Head?
Oh my
By
god.
pulling his leg.
All right, I didn't hate it as much as I wish I
No,
did. It was not
exactly.
bad.
She gets a little sassy, but that was a good one.
Yeah, it's
I
not
like
bad.
it. This is how you make her mad. She does this like response, like, Alexa, what's your favorite sexual position?
Whoa!
That's how you know you've made her mad.
You just got hit with the curve.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not going to talk to you.
I wish I could program an Alexa to just yell out "skirt."
Swerve.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, that's how you make. Like, you ask her questions. She's like, I don't want to answer that.
Man, that was a good sandwich, dude.
That is a good say. I will tell you, try it.
What
It's
the
really
hell?
good. It's good. Now I need to remember to get bread as well.
Oh, what kind of sourdough? A sourdough?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like fresh. I like artisanal breads.
All right.
Like, but that's
Braggart.
made. But that's made at the grocery store. Like they have the bread you can get, but then they have the bread that the bakery makes.
Yeah.
And I want that.
Yeah.
I have friends that make bread, and right now I've just been ordering from them because it's like you're out of work, and I'm gonna pay. And like honestly, the price doesn't differ that much from what I'd pay in store.
You got a bread plug.
Yeah, where I'm just like, hey, are you gonna make this? If not, I'll get it at the store. But if you're gonna make this, I'll buy it from you.
Oh man, it's not.
Who doesn't like a good challah bread?
Yeah, good. That's how it's traditionally pronounced as well, I believe, right?
Challah.
Challah.
Challah. I need a good
Challah
challah.
Ranks,
Challah.
the great reggae singer, Challah Ranks. All right, so I think we're kind of coming to a close.
It's a podcast.
I want to thank you for doing this podcast.
I am glad you came over. I wasn't doing anything tonight.
Oh, that's
except
great.
expecting to do this podcast.
Yep, it was planned. We talked about it many days.
I cleared my schedule because I was like, this is all we're doing, bros.
I appreciate you doing that. So also here we're gonna do some plugs, but here's the drop for the plugs. Ready?
I'm out here talking loud in the city. I'm out in the city and they could hear me. Look at this.
Where can people hear you talking loud in the city?
Oh,
was that amazing? By the way,
I love it.
Yeah,
I can't get over it. Check me out at Lady Apron.
Yes,
on Instagram and Twitter. That's really where you can find me.
Where they can find you.
Talking loud in the city.
I'm out here talking loud in the city. I'm out here talking loud in the city.
I'm talking real loud in the city.
And they can hear me. Look at this. Look at
this.
Yep.
Don't you know? If you want to find me, you're going to find me in the city talking loud.
Talking loud.
And you're going to hear it at Lady Apron, don't you know?
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Also, can I get one last thing? Can we say in unison? We're going to say...
Oh.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Go Pack, go!
Certified swag. Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling, tossed salads and scrambled eggs. And maybe I seem a bit confused. Yeah, maybe, but I got you pegged. But I don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs. They're calling again. Scrambled eggs all over my face. What is a boy to do? Now let me see if I understand you. The problem I think you said.